Hopefully you enjoy our heritage.
Colours are extremely important. I mean, I must say, if you're not confident of combining colours, then it's a good idea to come and see someone like us. If you're not confident about colour, there's a thing called a colour wheel. And the colour wheel is an extremely good system. You know, for instance, you wouldn't sort of think that orange would go with blue, but of course, look at it on the colour wheel, it's right there. For us, primary colours are, we've always loved them, you know, it's always been, and when they go off trend, it's, you know, it's tough for us because, you know, we like to use the bold red, the bold green, the bold, you know, the electric blue, because gentlemen's clothing can be fairly boring, you know, a blue suit or a grey suit, maybe a check, but there's not much you can do with that. But as long as you decide, you know, I want to put a bright green shirt with it, it completely zaps it up. You know, you probably wouldn't have thought that a peach or apricot coloured tie would go with blue, but of course it's a perfect combination. If you looked it up, you'd find that was the opposite colour. Okay, I know it, but that's because I've been doing it for 30 years or so. And then I looked at a colour wheel about a year ago and I thought, oh yeah, it's what we've been doing all our lives. But one thing that people don't understand is that you don't have to combine a plain colour with a stripe. You don't have to have them both being tame. And that's something that we like to muck about with. So I've got a paisley here that goes with one of our H&H stripes, and that works beautifully. The colours line up, and that's the important thing. Sometimes it's fun to clash the designs. You know, there's nothing wrong with that. And then of course you can put colours that are similar together, and that's almost like a coloured version of monochrome, if you see what I mean. So those combinations. Not really. I mean, you put it this way, I probably wouldn't put a spot tie with a paisley hanky. That's probably my choice. If you have a very loud tie, I would probably put it with a plain handkerchief. But I pick out one of the brighter colours of the tie for the handkerchief, because I think then it pops. First thing, I suppose, is that your shirt is pressed properly. that's rule number one. I'm hoping mine is now. But the first thing is that your shirt is pressed properly. I would always have, if you're going to go to something very formal, remember that if you're going to something, any occasion, it's better to overdress than underdress. At least overdressing you can dress down. The worst thing it would be to embarrass yourself and not properly dressed. So maybe wear a tie and a handkerchief, a sports jacket and trousers. You can get rid of the tie and all of a sudden you're a bit more casual. You can even get rid of the jacket, but that's probably what you have the best.